Oh.
Yeah.
Wow! He drills it from deep.
Into this game and I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling it dangerous. Taking a throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down to just one of the places.
Takes flight. Oh, down. You'll clear the deck. Deck cleared.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Neesmith is out there with Miles Turner, and it's Hield in at the three, a small forward. And for Chicago, Alex Caruso out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Vucevic, then it's Zach LaVine, and it's DeRozan in at the four.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Caruso finds Beverly beyond the arc, and there's LaVine on the assist by Beverly.
Oh yeah, it's going to be payback. LaVine matching threes and making plays.
Hield against LaVine. Halliburton on the wing. Shoots from 14, and yes, it's good.
And this team looking to get him the ball.
Following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. And here's LaVine. The rebound by Hield. Now the pass to Duarte. No good with the triple.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that. An explosive high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. In the corner, it's Hield. And the three off target.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Got it. Nice one there from LaVine.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. LaVine against Hield. Indiana again missing. LaVine for three. The Pacers pull it in. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
A bona fide playmaker. Halliburton makes his teammates better.
Launches it, and that one's good. Caruso. And coming down the stretch here, Greg, a lot left to decide, especially for teams on the playoff bubble.
And Kevin, the play-in tournaments add another level of complexity. I'll say this, the league now has more teams fighting all the way to the end.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
Osumu, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Halliburton, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Vucevic.
And there's a toughness to Halliburton's game. Tyrese has 0 issues taking the ball.
That's good from Halliburton. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away. But, boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
Chicago making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
What a slam by Halliburton, using that agility to make a statement.
And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Drives to the hoop. And that one's good. Caruso's got 8 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Halliburton after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Again, Indiana.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
Now here's Levine. Oh!
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Nesmith. Off target from 3-point range. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And that one's good. Caruso.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And Smitty, we've seen Nikola Vucevic add a 3-point shot to his arsenal.
This is a shot he didn't have early on in his career. But GA, as the game has continued to evolve, so has Vucevic. Recognizing bigs like him have to be able to stretch the floor.
Changes for Chicago. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Vucevic. Drummond comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's White and 4, Dosunmu. So it's the Pacers now. 7-point differential. A shot by McConnell, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And that one's good. Caruso.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Jones kicks to White. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Let's take a look at the numbers for DeMar DeRozan.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And that one falls for White. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild. Look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White.
4th team foul.
We've got 1:23 left here in the opening quarter. Mathurin passes to Turner. And Jones sends it back.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Levine way outside. From deep 3-point range, it's not going to go for him. So Indiana will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor no matter what you do. It seems like you're...
Okay.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here's McConnell. Turner trying to free himself up. And once again off the mark by Indiana. A wide open look here for Caruso. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that time, also a missed shot. Bulls leading by 14. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Levine's shot is off. Indiana's gone a meager 106 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And the shot goes in.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Caruso, no good. 1 second left. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Alex Caruso, providing a lot of energy for the Bulls. He nailed it from long range in that quarter, winds up with a total of 4 three-pointers in the period. We come back right after this. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. The guard pair, Halliburton and Mathurin. Neesmith is out there with Hield, and it's Brissett in at the 5.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Monday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Thursday, the Houston Rockets will come into town.
And for their matchup with Detroit, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Hield against Williams. Pass to Neesmith. Off target with his 3.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Pacers ball. The later we get in the season, the hotter these teams have gotten. Your shooting leaders since the All-Star break in the NBA. Fourth, the Bulls.
No doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass and not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
Brissett, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's DeRozan. Coming off 31 points last game. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Here's Halliburton. 8 points for him. They kick out to Hield. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
3 turnovers in the quarter alone, a bad stretch, and they can't win this game without better play from him.
And defensively, Chicago's so solid. Steve, they don't gamble a lot. They just get the job done.
Kevin, they do. Well, how they get it done, they rely on their intelligence. Good communication at that end. Could they be more disruptive? Maybe, but they play to their identity.
And again, Chicago turns it over. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Pacers trail by 8. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Beverly, the pass to Dosunmu. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Halliburton trying to break loose. A shot's good from Brissett.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Drains the three-pointer.
And that is pulling the trigger from deep.
Dosunmu's shot is off. Pacers trail by 3. Hield outside. Here's Brissett. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Williams for 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Patrick Williams drilled that shot. The defense has to respect his range.
Halliburton passes to Brissett. He dishes it to Hield. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
And finished off by DeRozan.
That's what I like to see from DeMar DeRozan. He isn't settling for a jumper. He is going to the rim today.
Here's Indiana. They're on a 16-7 run. Passes it to Brissett. Here's the floater. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams passes to Vucevic. Takes the 3. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Vucevic. And it's a 6-point Bulls lead. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. That Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Very comfortable off the bounce, and you can see why Kobe White was drafted so high.
Driving inside, and Jones sends it back.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Fires it up. And he overshot that one, missing.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Here's White. They get it again. Pacers trail by 9. In the corner, it's Hield. Here's Nembhard. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Now the Bulls with it. They're on an 11-3 run right now. White dishes to Jones. drills the three-pointer. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Timeout called the Pacers. Here for the Bulls. And Indiana with a change here too. Duarte's checked in. .43 seconds left in the first half. McConnell against Caruso. Here's Nora. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Levine. And that one, good. Levine's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
The added strength coming into play. Zach Levine just shrugging off the contact inside.
Caruso looking for an opening. Into the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Caruso's got 16.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
I think for the Pacers, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till next year.
And now let's look back on that first half of play, one that has not been pretty for the Pacers.
To be honest, them getting killed on the glass like this is a little embarrassing, showing no physicality, a lack of heart. This is when fans start to feel let down. Me too, when the team doesn't seem to care as much as the other team. They don't care, I don't care, Ernie. I'm out of here.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Alex Caruso with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Pacers trail by 16. We've got Patrick Beverley. Vucevic is out there with DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Levine in at the 3 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Healed the pass to Orte from about 16. DeRozan with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. You know, most NBA first-round picks.
Love it, love it.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Now, Halliburton. He's got 8. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's Levine. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
What concentration from the crafty swing man. Zach LaVine enjoys scoring on aggressive defenders.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Levine can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Second personal foul.
Here's Halliburton. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Vucevic is so long, he's tough to get a shot over.
Kicks it to Beverly. Bulls moving the ball around. Jacks up a 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Chicago leading by 23. Levine with it. Halliburton picks him up. Steve, it's been tremendous to see Zach LaVine reach his all-star potential in recent years.
Kevin, you can tell he's loving it too, right? But yeah, this was a long time coming. He's at the top of his game, earning his spot among the best players in this league, Kevin.
And Indiana making a change here. Nemhard's checked in. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Levine finds Vucevic. Over to the wing. Now here's Levine. DeRozan trying to get open. Levine, that's good. And that's 21 points for Zach LaVine.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. He's checked in for Halliburton. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Bulls. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens. And, of course, the Pacers sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
Checking out Chicago, their place in the standings would be a disappointment for just about any team, but especially one with such high expectation.
And that's what's been so hard for this team and its fans. Those expectations, the hopes were so high for them coming into this year, and then it went all south. What a disappointment.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. On the wing, Hill trying to end the drought. The shot will not fall. The Bulls have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And it's White missing.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Indiana making a change here. Brissett's checked in. Here's Hill. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Terry. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. No good on the triple. The Bulls have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for White. He's putting up 9 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Wara checked in, and it's T.J. McConnell in for George Hill.
2 minutes.
Nice shot by Terry. Terry's got his second basket of the game.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
1:52 left in the third. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The pass to Nembhard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. The Pacers 4th.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they've passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Shot by Terry, no good. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They're scoreless since the first half. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. On the wing, Williams. Here's White. Misses the 3.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Stolen by Terry. And White kicks to Williams. His 3-pointers off the mark. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
If you want a t-shirt, we have to be able to hear you. So make some noise.
He's checked in for the Pacers.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Zach LaVine. Since the break, he's been simply stellar and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Mathurin. The tray. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And LaVine, here we go.
Impressive night scoring the ball for Zach. He knows how to put on a show.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Mathurin for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. For 3, LaVine. Again, LaVine missing. McConnell scanning the floor. Healed from outside. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical. And you got to meet them early in defensive possession. These guys are going to wear down, but we got to make them wear down.
Well, imploring his guys to up the aggressiveness on the defensive side.
And Kevin, preaching physicality. When you play for Coach Carlisle, you got to bring it. Energy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened on the court for Indiana. They've got Smith, and it's Duarte in at the shooting guard position. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. At the elbow, Vucevic over Smith. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Duarte on the wing Hill. Passes it Duarte. Smith kicks to Hill. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Caruso. Hill, no good.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And there's the pass to DeRozan. Levine for 3. No good there. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pass Duarte. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Dosunmu. Outside, Jones. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Drummond, a screen. Here's Dosunmu. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
First one falls for him. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think that the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors, but it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Pass to Duarte. Smith with a screen on White. To the paint. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Drummond, uses the glass to finish the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so here is Indiana. Hill looking around. Passes to Nora. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight. White with it. Drummond trying to get himself free. And it's White missing. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The three from Hill. That shot missing, so the Bulls will take it the other way. And here is Dosunmu. The pass to Drummond. With the fadeaway. Duarte grabs the board. The Pacers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Smith against Jones. Mora, the pass to Smith, and Smith slams it home.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Outside, White. Outside, Jones. Drummond sets the screen for Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And the call will be against George Hill. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
Pass to White. Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Turner with a screen on Williams. Here's Nora. He's guarded by Williams. Nora can't get it to go. Here he goes. Drummond trying to get himself free. Dosunmu's shot is off. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Brissett. Now McConnell. On the wing, Turner. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A shot by McConnell, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And it's White missing. And Indiana shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zach LaVine.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Jamar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
we just making everybody comfortable, making each and everybody on the team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.